Broncos, are they going to play finals?
I am really stuck on this one. I thought defensively for a period of time they were lacking everything that made them great at different stages last year. Mm-hmm. And I thought their game against Penrith, while they didn't win, there was signs of that aggression, that line speed, a lot of good defensive efforts on their goal line. I just don't know that they're slipping backwards quickly. This origin period has hurt them. And talent to burn, but also some of their assistant coaches have left too.
The Lee Breeze one, I don't know.
So Cartwright's gone.
He's gone to Super League.
Yeah.
Now, Lee Breeze, I don't know whether it's Breezy's decision or it's the club's decision or what it was, but yeah, I think he's not going to be there next year. They've told him that. Now, I don't know if Breezy might have a sniff of a job back in England.
Somewhere else.
I don't know. But if it's the club's decision to go, then that's...
Mate, I'm going to hold my chips on that Broncos decision. Yeah. You asked me that. What do you think?
I think they will. I think they'll get there. Yeah. Coop,
they're way too talented. They have to. Right?
My prediction for the Broncos they'd reach second week of the finals. I don't think they're capable of making the 8 and just having a run right through. Yeah. I reckon the second week of the finals. What the position they've put themselves in, Coops, is that suddenly the pressure's on now.
Yep.
You know, where you've got to get out there. You've got to be out there. You've got to be winning games. And that pressure takes a toll on the petrol tank. Oftentimes you get there and you've got nothing left. Yeah. It actually reminds me, Coop, if we go back to season 1999, way back in the rear vision mirror, Broncos won the comp in 98. In 99, they started the season. I remember there was something not quite right. They lost 8 in a row, I think, to start season 99. Alfie retired on the way through. Remember that? They played North Queensland.
Yeah.
He retired.
Yeah.
Now, they were in dire straits, but Wayne pulled them together and they went on this great run. Yeah. They made the finals, got knocked out the first week by Cronulla because they spent all their pennies getting there.
Yeah.
So that's the danger they find themselves in.
And you think about, just off the top of my head, Broncos, Manly, Cowboys, I think the Dragons might even be in and around that mark, around the 8th, 9th spot. It's time for those teams to start putting a good 3 or 4 weeks together to separate from that pack, because the last thing you need to be doing is worrying about every point that you score or concede coming into last week, and it might just come down to that.
Now, last week we lost Geoff Robinson, who one of Rugby League's greatest characters, fantastic guy, just a real lot. I thought let's have a look at our top 5 characters in our time in the game, and Robbo's one of them. He reminds me a little bit of the Cheese. He was certainly an uncompromising bloke, great power runner, and mate, I tell you what, he was a good coach. He coached the under-21s of the Bulldogs to the premiership in 1991. And I remember, I know, the Parramatta wall. Because Parramatta used to set the wall up like that, and he just one day just went, you know what, that shit, I'm just going to run through it. Yeah. So Robbo's certainly one of my greatest characters. The other one, of course, is Tom Raudonikis. When you talk about grace, right, I got a story about Tommy. I remember being a kid in 1981, and Dad's side, the Cessnock Goannas, were up against Newtown the Troll. And the next day we went to Tyrrell's Vineyard, both sides, and I just stood there, myself and Andrew, and just listened to Tommy tell story after story after story. And he always started every story by saying, "Now, boys, don't tell your mother I said this." But and the other one was, oh, look at that. And the other one was Golden Slipper Day in 2000. Andrew and I arrive at the racecourse, and we're walking to some marquee, and I hear this, "Oi, what are you blokes doing?" It's Singo, Tom Raudonikis, Kamal, and Bob Hawke. And I said, "Oh, we're going to one over there." They said, No.
And they throw the 2 Johns boys with that.
You're coming in. So we stay there, and it was, mate, well, I'll tell you what happened on that day. When we get there, they were having a chat about who's going to win, and Singo goes, "Mate, I've got a horse in Belle de Jour. It's 14-1, back it, it's going to win." And I went, "Please, what does he know?" It jumped, Belle de Jour in that day, it jumped 5 lengths last, right? And did this amazing run on the inside and won.
All the way home.
And they were all on it. And if actually history shows what Singo went, free piss, free drink for the whole race course, but not for the members, for everyone, just all the punters out there. Yeah. The other one, Alfie Langer.
Alfie, man. Yeah.
Alan Langer. You'd have had a lot to do with with Alf in the Origin camps.
Yeah, so one of the greatest players our game's seen, greatest halfbacks, but then one of the most loved and good time guys you have. He's got this role within Queensland Origin team that he doesn't do a lot of, let's say, coaching.
Yeah.
He's got this sort of knack of bringing people together, making the awkward feel like it's easy, and he gets away with murder, basically. Like, he would never get a charge stuck to him. He is good value. He is. If I was ever to have a party, there's one person you invite, it's Alan Lane.
Alf. Well, this next bloke, honestly, he's nearly murdered a few people on the field, but didn't get away with it. That's Mark Geyer. MG. And I worked with for years, but 8 years on the grill team with MG.
This is iconic, this.
Oh.
Yeah.
But, mate, he is one of the greatest G-up artists of all. So I remember once, it was at Warwick Farm Racecourse, and there was the grill team handicap, right? And they said, right, whatever wins, would you blokes get up and do the presentation? We're like, yeah, good as gold. So anyway, the horse wins, and they said, mate, there's the owner about to get up. Which one of you boys want to present the trophy? And of course, our co-host Gus Wallen. Gus goes, oh, I'll do it. He's always like, yeah, I'll do it. So, okay, it's yours. Anyway, the bloke who owned the horse, who he's presenting to, I'm pretty sure his name was something like John Crabb, right? And he said to MG, mate, what's the bloke's name again? And MG went, John Lobster, right? And he got up on stage and went, I'm going to present the trophy, ladies and gentlemen, to the grill team handicap, John Lobster, right? And the poor bloke's just like, and what? And the last bloke I'm going to talk about, he's no longer with us, the late, great Peter Jackson. Jacko played for Brisbane Souths under Wayne, went down, joined the Raiders when Wayne went there in '87. From there, he went to the Broncos with Wayne and then finished his career at North Sydney. Just one of the greatest blokes you'd ever meet.
Well, in terms of my characters, I'm a little bit younger than you, Matthew, so I have to wind back the clock, not that far. But when I was thinking about the characters, the names that came to me were Reg Reagan.
Yes, yep.
Trent the flight steward.
Yeah.
Like, that was a good character, that one.
Yeah, different times.
Don Kirk. Don Kirk was good.
I don't know about that one.
Stephen the man-child.
Yeah, not really sure about that one either.
Really good. And Jack Cooper from The Final Winter.
Oh, mate, all good.
Great characters of our game, right?
Don't say anything more. We've just finished on a high. Thanks, Goobs.